one day it so happened that I made any statement wrong, and the teachers, they laughed at me, they mocked at me. So you can say I felt so bad that I cried in the washroom for almost half and 1 hour. And I still remember I made it a point that okay, that English is not so tough. Let me learn this language. So from seventh standard, so seventh standard, I make it a point of start reading, because I have heard from somebody that reading is actually a very natural technique that can help you out with that kind of traumatic and problematic situation. So yes, it helped me a lot. But again, the same problem remained there. The problem was constantly lingering in my mind was how to speak. Now I can read, because definitely I am government educated student, so I could read well compared to other students. But the problem was that I couldn't speak. I was so much, terrorized by those statements made by my teachers and by my colleagues, also by my classmates, that I couldn't do anything, anything in my life. I couldn't proceed. I couldn't, I couldn't progress in my life. So that day, I thought that there is no such thing which you can't do if you make it a point of accomplishing it. So hi, Shweta. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. And how
How
are
are
you
you
doing,
doing?
ma'am?
Wait, same question. Sometimes it clashes. Both of us ask the same question. I'm good. I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing also fantastic, and all is going on smooth. Yeah, everything is fine. And
Everything
what
is
about
fine.
you?
Great. Everything is also fine at my end. So I am Ritu Pathak Shweta, and I live in Agra. I am an English teacher, mentor, communicator, and public speaker. So I just
Wow.
want to know something about you as well.
Yes, ma'am, and good to hear about you, ma'am. And you are a teacher as a, and mentor, so I must say I would learn something new from you today. Now I'm going to introduce myself. So my name is Sweta, and I am connecting to you from Delhi, the capital of India. And I'm a homemaker, blessed with two kids, and I hold my BCom BA degree. I used to teach, but now I am a full-time homemaker, and moreover, I love to cooking, traveling, and gardening. And nowadays, I love to engage myself with English ambience. That's the pretty much about me.
Oh wow! So why are you learning this language?
Yeah, as I mentioned, I used to teach earlier, so I just want to, join again, and that's why I'm just wanted to amplify my English so that I could again restart my career.
Yeah, nowadays, because I agree with you that English is, because being a global language, it's very important also for all of us to learn this language. Not only learn this language, but to speak in this language fluently and accurately as well. All right. So, what are your hobbies?
As I told, I love to cooking, gardening, and traveling.
Okay.
These
So,
are
how many places? How many places have you visited so far?
Yes, as you know, I'm living in Delhi, so I have explored like near to Delhi, like Simla and Uttarakhand, Jammu Kashmir. Like these are the places I have explored. Next,
I think that you love mountainous regions, right?
right, right.
Hey, do you love snow?
Yeah, I love snow, and yes,
So, have you ever been to Goa or Mumbai? No, no such places.
I have been Mumbai one time, but that time I was not married. Before married, I have been I've been Mumbai, and Gujarat as well.
Oh wow! So when you were unmarried, you visited Mumbai, Gujarat. So
Right,
I
right.
hope you had a great time,
Yes, yes, of course, ma'am.
because at that time you were not married. So I think that you were mentally free from all these kind of responsibilities or tensions or problems. Because being a homemaker for us, it is not very, it's not very easy to go anywhere. We have to manage a lot before leaving our house, isn't it?
Yeah, true, ma'am. True. Always first we think over the like we have to. There is lots of chores. So there is many responsibilities. Sometimes you are a mother of two kids, so first you have to think about your children. Their
Right.
schedule, yes, schedules like they have time or not. According to that, we make our schedules.
So in which class are your kids right now?
My son is studying clinical.
12th standard.
Yes,
Oh, wow, very nice. So he might be having his board examination the next month, I think so.
yes, ma'am. Yes.
Very busy nowadays. Children are also, they are also under stress and under pressure.
Yes.
Sometimes, right.
Nowadays, competition is high, right?
Hmm.
With children, they are so like meritorious, and they all are doing very well in their life. Always they are always focused about their, career or their study.
I
And
understand because they have a lot on their plate. They have to think about everything. So nowadays, because they have to enclose themselves within a room, so they might feel, I think, so a little bit under stress or under pressure also. Right.
yes, of course,
Is there
because
any question from your side for me?
yes, ma'am, I would like to know from you. It is the general question, like when did you start your like a speaking journey?
Okay.
And you are
So,
quite fluent, so tell me some, tips and tricks for our audience.
all right. So actually, Shweta, I am convent educated, but to be very honest, up to sixth standard, I couldn't frame a sentence in English properly without any mistake. And being in convent education institute, I have to speak in English, right? It was mandatory. And because I was not sure about any single word that just rolled off my tongue, that whether I'm speaking it right or wrong, so I chose to zip my lip. I never spoke in my school. So one day it so happened that I made any statement wrong, and the teachers, they laughed at me, they mocked at me. So you can say I felt so bad that I cried in the washroom for almost half and 1 hour. And I still remember I made it a point that okay, that English is not so tough. Let me learn this language. So from seventh standard, so seventh standard, I make it a point of start reading because I have heard from somebody that reading is actually a very natural technique that can help you out with that kind of traumatic and problematic situation. So yes, it helped me a lot. But again, the same problem remained there. The problem was constantly lingering in my mind was how to speak. Now I can read because definitely I am convent educated student, so I could read well compared to other students. But the problem was that I couldn't speak. I was so much, terrorized by those statements made by my teachers and by my colleagues also, by my classmates, that I couldn't do anything, uh, you know, anything in my life. I couldn't proceed. I couldn't I couldn't progress in my life. So that day I thought that there is no such thing which you can't do if you make it a point of accomplishing it. Then my father bought a book for me, I still remember, and it was something written, I am possible. So the spelling also goes like impossible. So there was yeah, the spelling was written impossible, and there was those inverted comma that they have broken down the spelling like I, and they shifted M a little bit away from I and then possible. So it reads like now I am possible. And when I read that book, something stirred in my mind that okay, let me give it a shot. So my father was my actual inspiration. Now he's no more, but he taught me never to be scared away, because the more you feel scared, the more bigger the problem it will be, right? So then slowly and gradually I started speaking in English. I knew well that I was speaking all the way wrong. I'm using wrong vocabulary. No such word is, no magic is happening, nothing is coming in my mind. But my father told me that you start speaking in English, whatever is coming in your mind, just give it a shot, keep on blabbering. So I started literally badbadana, जिसे बोलते हैं, blabbering. So most of my, in my family, most of the members, they started again, the same situation occurred. They started mocking at me, they started laughing at me, but my father was always there to make them shut up. So he always pushed me forward that do whatever, this is your life. And
Right.
I got motivation and inspiration from my father. He was such a strong man, not physically but mentally he was very strong. And he taught me, he showed me the real path to carry on my journey. So in the course of covering all these processes and handling with all these problems in my 10th standard, I still remember I got a chance to teach a student, and she was also in 10th standard. Her English was very poor, so by the time I reached my 10th standard, my English got a little bit, a polished touch, a midas touch, you can say. So I could speak well in my 10th standard. So I gave it a shot. From that incident, there was no looking back. So I can say with pride that teaching is a sure shot method. If you want to learn anything, you start teaching that subject. But make sure that before teaching, you must be, because you are shouldering a big responsibility. So you must also be aware of the subject you are going to teach. You can't teach wrong. No,
Right.
you must be honest to your profession. So I taught that girl. I got 89 out of 100 and she got 92 out of 100. So my father said that you can be a good teacher as well because you are such an honest girl. So whether I was honest or not, I don't know. But my father always, my point is, he was the one who showed me my bright side. instead of showing, nowadays all of us are pulling down one another. So my father showed me the brighter aspect of my personality. He said, okay, now today you can't speak in English, it's okay. But who said and where is it written that after 1 year you will be the same person? Try to be the best version of your own life, of your own personality. And here I am in front of you. But still, this is a never ending process for me. Still, I read a lot of books. I don't waste my time on social media. Instead, I invest my time in reading books, in teaching. I teach globally. Nowadays, I have a lot of students. And from my 10th standard till now, I can proudly say that till now I have taught more than 5,000 students globally. And still, yes, still they all love me. Even they are taking lessons for me or not, but I have very good connection with not only the students, but even with their parents as well. So this is I earned respect and love, and that is, much powerful and more important considered to as money. So I never cared about money, and maybe because I was not running after money, maybe my mind was that blank, monetary blank of my mind was empty. So I didn't care much about the worldly ways, and I kept on pursuing my dream. And here I am in front of you.
Wow, ma'am, you did great. And yes, of course, if you got a good mentor and in your life, so of course you will do better in your life. Sometimes you feel scared if something we are going to do that is new for you. Yes, so if someone is there, then who can who can tell you, who can give you are a good roadmap or good path.
Right.
You can go through that and improve your life.
And my father has also helped me to change my outlook towards people. Now I respect negative people more as compared to the positive people, because positive people are always on your side. They will always love you no matter what are you or where do you go or what do you do in your life. Negative people are the real influencers in your life. They teach you what you can do. So I have taken, negative people as positive in my life, because yes, I want to show them you are the one who said one day that nothing can be done in my life by me. Now the same person is in front of you, but now I am the best version of you. So I always say with to my children also, always respect negative people in your life, because they are the one who are pushing you towards
Yes,
success. Change the perspective of change, or don't abuse them, don't yell at
right.
them. Don't scream at them. But do
Yes,
the opposite. Say thank you. Had you not been in my life, I wouldn't have crossed that limits. Right.
yes,
So if you change the mindset, now your powerful mindset is very important. Till
yes,
now, at this age, I can say, Shweta, your powerful mindset is the only thing that can change you from worse to better, or from the worst to the best. Nobody
right,
is going to help you. Believe in
right,
me, no one is going to help you. Everybody is selfish in this world. They will come to you till only when you have something to give them. The moment
right.
you stop giving them, they will move away. So our
Yes,
parents, first of all, God, second our parents, and third our own powerful mindset. These three things, if you rely on it, then definitely you will be the most successful person in your life according to you.
yes, ma'am. I also believe on that because they always, triggered you. They always make you comprehend, like, yeah, you are a bad in this way, these particular things, and you can't do anything in your life. And that thing make you, would motivate you. Like, yes, I have that much potential, I can do. And you always remember that things in your mind, and then you will follow that path and you will grow. Right?
Definitely. So don't
And this,
abuse them. Don't abuse them. Don't cuss them. Don't say bad words, because ultimately, if you are abusing them, you are again attracting negativity. So
right.
let them live their own life, and you live your own life. That is my simple funda of living my own life now.
Yes, this is a very good form of life because always make you show you good path, good way. Yes,
Right.
working on that part, you can like reach your goal, whatever you decide for your future, then you can reach. Yeah,
Right. So bye bye, Shweta. Let's wind up this session, and it was such a nice and great conversation with you. I really enjoyed every bit of it.
I also enjoyed lots, ma'am, and I must say very pragmatic and fruitful session with you. So uh, I will again, I will again, have this conversation with you. So
Sure, Shweta. Bye bye,
thank you.
Shweta.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Yeah.